All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more Yu-Gi-Oh! My name is Raven from the Sky. Let's do this. EXODIA! Not much is too different from this recipe. I've used it before. I've made a few changes, but subtle ones. It's not nothing really major. So, of course, we're going to start with the 5 pieces. All 4 pieces, and then the head, of course. All right, 2 Cyber Valleys. You can +1, and if you're staring down like a Blue Eyes at the end of the battle phase, so you'll last long. You never know. That +1, you got all 4 pieces for the 5th piece, bam, you win. So that's why I use Cyber Valley, because he's great for stopping like an onslaught as well as you +1 with him. Battle Fader 2, again, puts a halt to the battle phase if you're staring down a whole assault fleet. Plus, with I usually combo him with Vampire Dragon. And even if they get rid of Vampire Dragon, you can use him to get a piece of EXODIA. So, and he has good attack, so either or. Use him as a beat stick to attack, fight back. Or if they run over him, you can +1 with a piece of EXODIA. All right, 2 Swift Scarecrows. Again, another thing that halts the battle phase. Card D. You get the +2 off of him. Only thing is, it ends your turn, so he's best. You're best comboing him with Swords Revealing Light, or if you have Battle Fader in your hand, because you will be wide open, more than likely, because usually I draw him first turn, or maybe only have 1 monster, but I usually end up wide open. But like I said, just combo him with Swords, or if you have Tragodi in your hand, or whatever, you know. If you want to take the risk and be wide open, or with 1 weak monster, then go right ahead, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Use Swords Revealing Light. Of course, self-explanatory. Win condition, EXODIA, the forbidden one. You have all 5 pieces. You instantly win the duel. Doesn't matter. They could be doing the damage step, and you play a card. It doesn't matter. The game stops, and you win. That's why he's probably like top 10 most hated decks, which now I don't understand, seeing as how when you have Cash Tiras that would literally just shut this deck down, and Runic that would shut this deck down, to me that would bump him down the list. But you know, old school Yu-Gi-Oh, trust me, he was. Even though he was harder to get out back then, he was still like top 10. 3 Sangans. I know that's kind of much, but with an EXODIA deck, to me, I feel like it speeds up the process. Now you can only use him once per turn, so don't set 2, use Dark Hole. I had set last video, if you didn't see it, I'd set Emissary and which I thought they would cancel each other out, so I did it just to see, and they don't. So 1 trigger, which triggers first, and Emissary, and I got 2 pieces that way. But you can't do that with 2 Sangans. You're only going to get 1, so that means if you put 2, it'd be a waste. But again, increase your chances. If you run 3, increase your chance of getting him, and speeds up your chances of going fishing for the pieces. All right, 2 Witch of the Black Forest. Again, to get the EXODIA pieces. Okay, Sangan, that's already 2 pieces. 3 with Emissary, multiple Emissaries. It's to me, this is one of the most quickest and efficient ways to get EXODIA. You can play around with the build however you want to. To me, this is the most quickest way. I just don't like those other builds. I don't like sitting there waiting to draw it, and I don't like just sitting there. I like to at least go fish for the pieces. Of course, there's a draw power, but my main focus is to go fish for the pieces. I feel like it's quicker that way. They don't suspect until you get the head. They're like, oh, he's playing EXODIA. But even if they try to attack you and get over with real quick, and you have these face down, they're just gonna attribute to you getting the pieces. All right, Emissary of the Afterlife, same thing. 3 of those. That's for the normal. In real life, he's like super rare, ultra. I think coming out of the pack, I think it was super rare back then, because you could use him to get the pieces back then, and you could run 3 back then. Back in 2002. All right, 2 Vampire Dragons, same thing. You can get a level 4 low monster. That's another way to get the pieces. Plus, he has good attack. So if you want to do a little trade off, tit for tat, that'll work too. If you need to stall for a little bit, because playing EXODIA deck, you do need to stall some shape, way, or form, or fashion. I just don't like those builds where it's just straight stalling for like 45 minutes. I mean, it ain't gonna take long for me to, if I get a good hand, because you can't control the probability. You can try to influence it, but you can't control it. So if I get a good hand, it's not gonna take less than 10 minutes. Look at all this. To fish for the pieces, quickest, most efficient way, to me. as far as my build goes. Now, I know there's that broken bamboo sword build, but to me that's not quick. You draw the whole deck and all this other foolishness, man. I don't like that build at all. It's unique, but no. Tragodia, I have him in the deck because sometimes when you're adding stuff to the hand with card D, then you got Shard of Greed, and then you only got like 2 pieces, but you got a bunch of other stuff, and then you draw Tragodia, and they attack you with the blue eyes. You know, with infinite cards out, you plop down Tragodia. Tragodia's gonna be like at 4,000+ attack. The least amount of attack he's had, if you got a full hand, is probably gonna be like 3,000+. So that's a very good card to want to stall and sit behind until you get the pieces. And he can fight back. I've won duels with Tragodia. I think I used to run 2 years ago, but I had knocked it down in 1 because it was starting to get bricky. And plus, like I said, the more cards you add, it becomes like fillers. The less you lessen your probability of getting the pieces, you lessen your probability of getting the cards you need to go fish for the pieces. You understand? But again, play around it what you will, because when you add and take, you can fuck the deck up just by, you know, even with taking stuff out, you can mess up the energy. Deck synergy. Dark Hole 1, that's man. I mean, I have Regeki, so you know what? I might run 2 Regekis since this is at 2. The reason I have Dark Hole then, because so if I have this face down and he has a field full of monsters, and I got 4 pieces. I play Dark Hole, I'm gonna benefit, even though I'm nuking my field. That's why, like these 2, I did that last video. You know, I benefited and got 2 pieces. He ended up quitting, but like I said, the scenario is if you got like 4 pieces, you play Dark Hole, she's face down, you swipe the field, you benefit, bam, you win. You get the 5th piece. But I'm thinking about just running 2 Regekis, to be honest. Taking out Dark Hole. Really am considering that. I don't think I even had 2 Regekis at the time of making this recipe. But that's the reason the only reason I was running Dark Hole, which isn't really a concrete must. You mean you can +1 with the pieces just fine without Dark Hole. You just have to depend on them running into the monster or you run into them. You take the damage and then get the piece. 2 swords, combo this with card D, or if I'm waiting to get out, you know, Vampire Dragon or something like that, trying to build my field up with these. That's pretty much, you know, swords are self-explanatory, old school card. All right, Monster Reborn. Usually I'll Monster Reborn like one of these back just to get another piece. You know, if I get a piece, you get Monster Reborn, boom, Reborn Sand Game back, get another piece. I used to run Magician of Faith to try to get these back, but nah. Go Sarcophagus, usually just get the head of Exodia, or to get a card to get the head. Legend of Ledger Man. One of you guys suggested I use this instead of I used to use Pot of Duality, but Pot of Duality, you draw 3, but you choose 1. You see what I'm saying? You don't keep all 3 versus Legend of Ledger Man will let you keep all 3 cards. Of course, it takes 3 turns, but you can keep all 3 versus drawing 2 or 3 and then choosing 1. Hold on, let me cross-reference my freaking, just to make sure you know what you're talking about. Right? I just want to make sure. Yeah, and then add 1 to your hand, and then okay, yep, that's what I thought. Because I remember someone left comments saying that they rather use Legend of Ledger. That's why I use Ledger of Ledger Man. I ain't never even heard of that. Versus Power Duality, because you keep all 3, and I looked it up, and I'm like, yep. I think this thing is like secret rare in real life or something like that. I think you get out of a 10 or something. I gotta look. It was like holographic rare. Those are like secret rare, ghost rare. It's different rarities. It wasn't ultra. It was like sparkly. Okay, infinite cards. This is in here because if you draw so much, you have to discard 4. Sometimes you don't want to do that. I had to do that last video. But mainly this is in here to combo with Tragodia. And this is iffy because I'm over 40 cards, so it's best to run as least as you can, which is 40 cards. But I got this in here so that you don't really have to discard. And then Tragodia behind. It's 10 minutes, and I'm sitting here in the deck recipe. Haven't even played yet. 2 Shards of Greeds, 2 Mirror Forces. Again, old school staple. Help nuke the field. Legacy Yatagarazu, +1. And Evenly Match, again, is to... I didn't run 2 of them one here. I said I ran 2 last video. I ran 2 back in like Legacy of the Duelist and League Evolution. But here, these things are secret rare, super rare, whatever it is. And those points are hard to come by. And I still got other deck recipes I need to make. Well, anyway, guys, let's duel. All right, so we're going to start out with a little Shard of Greed. And Sangan, get the head of EXODIA. Not going to set Mirror Force because I want them to hit Sangan. I know that's a risk because they could hit Sangan and summon something else and do 8,000 damage, but I'm going to take that risk. Risk it for the biscuit. But just in case that happens, we have Battle Fader. I can't believe I totally ignored Battle Fader being in my hand. What is this? Brandon. Okay, we have a bit more of a chance against that than Cash Tyras, man. Woo! I'm so sick of them and Runic. That's like our EXODIA's worst nightmare. We got more of a chance against Branded than we do against Cash Tyras and Runic. Both makes you banish your entire deck, and you can't do nothing about it. I tried to play Skill Drain, that didn't work. I got rid of that quick. Dark Lords. Oh, okay, we're facing Dark Lords or Branded. What? 4,000. Oh God, we might have to put down swords. Luckily, Sangan activates in the graveyard, so that gets around most effects, to be honest. That gets around Skill Drain. Okay, well, I am going to set Mirror Force. Next freaking turn, shoot. Just in case he destroys swords. 4 freaking thousand. And then 26 and 2,700. Oh my, your field was fine how you had it. Man, Dark Lords. Interesting. Interesting. Why? Because it's not the same old meta we've been playing. I'll take that 16. We can take that 16. Got Battle Fader, so I'll probably just set Mirror Force. You can gain all the life points you want. Doesn't matter. All I gotta do is draw the pieces, and we out. Hopefully he summons some more fairies, so it won't feel wasted. Nuking just 2 cards. Field was fine the way he had it. Shoot. Freaking defense. Put him in attack, darn it. A Shard of Greed. Is that a piece of the pot of greed? It's got broken. So we just get the shards now. Pot of greed's banned, but it's just so broken. We just get the shards. Get the effect. That's I just thought of that. Field was fine how you had it. I don't know why in the world. God, no, not that thing. Anything but that. Then you get, God, how much didn't you gain? Freaking. Say gain attack or gain life points equal to the attack. God, that darn field card is insane. That's okay. Fine, go ahead and special summon. I don't care. All we got, like I said, all we got to do is just draw the pieces. Darn thing. See, when you special summon during a battle phase, you can still attack. Ain't no way I'm taking on 4,000. I'm not gonna risk that. Well, see, we'll be down to 2,400. Special summon on. It's a risk. We got two. We can take. All right, we got two. Two more pieces. We win. Two more pieces. Let's see if we can hold out to then. I mean, I drew one, but see what I mean? Like, you go fish, and then there's another emissary. I'm gonna go fish for another piece. Look, he's leaving one in defense. Smart. It's like infinite, bro. I think it's infinite. I know you come back. Go ahead and attack. But it's beat losing two cards. We want to lose one versus losing two. He cuts through defense? Jesus Christ. Maybe we don't want him to attack. Non-fusion. Oh boy. So we would have to, because since this gets destroyed, he'd be able to summon it back. So we would have to nuke the field. He summoned it back, and then we'd have to nuke the field again. That's how, or harpies, and take that out. That's the only way to get around that. That's a good card, though. It's paired with Dark Lords. My God. So you can keep bringing this thing out. And that thing is a beast. And he cuts through freaking defense like a hot knife through butter, man. 4,000. I just lost 4,000 anyway. Battle Phase has 0 defense. I'm glad I didn't take that first hit. God, man. Battle Phase. Oh, he can get past swords? I want to use Regeki. Oh man. We don't. Come on, man. That's game right there. But see, I had 2 Regekis. If I would have had Dark Hole, I set this and played Dark Hole, that would have been game. That's one, like I said earlier, that's why I was running Dark Hole. But I decided to just run 2 Regekis. So it's like I done got rid of that trade-off there. So that's not gonna happen now. I have to depend on him running in to my emissaries. Only problem is he cuts through defense. It's game if he runs into. But if I draw 1, I might hit him. 3,000, 26, 24. That's 20. That's game even. Oh great, now it's 2 of them out. If he doesn't, oh, but see that fusions. If he doesn't use the effect, darn it. Oh, he's smart. Because I was going to say, if he just left those 2 out, I'd destroy him. That fusions, he wouldn't be able to bring him back. But he's smart. Again, swords reveal light. Oh. Even better. Well, he can use. Can he use this effect on him? Oh. Okay, he can't use it during my turn. Just answer my question. I'm finished. Oh, that's music to my ears, dude. Thanks. You just won me the game. But I will activate skill drain though, just to hit these. But anyway, you just won me the game. Man. Thanks, my friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and the series grow. Take care. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. See, this is what I'm talking. The quickest and efficient way to get the Exodia pieces.